So we are coming back now. So like I told you, I have sent you a link if you want to ask our elders or me something about this kind of topic. The link is in the description, not in the description, but it is here. You can find it here above here. There is a link. It is Skype, then you can enter and we are online now. So now let's go and let's hear what the elders are saying. I'm very sorry because of the connection. I will try to fix that the next days because this isn't good. So
poder foi, né? Yeah. E como é que nós podemos voltar nos nossos poder?
Agora? Já voltou. Que já que o europeu que embarou conosco, ele já nos calculou, muito embora branco hoje existe aqui em Angola, e aqui é o mundo, fala mundo, não é Angola que está com o mundo, não. Angola é mundo, em toda parte do mundo, para virar cada com o seu hábito, mas é difícil. Nós o que estamos a ganhar a vitória. Ganhamos, o branco foi embora a Portugal, na terra dele, e o nosso ficou, deixou pasta, não deixou pasta, no preto. Preto para ter a própria pasta que está a trabalhar com o nosso colo, quase é no político mesmo. No português não diz que toma a vossa terra, nós já vamos embora, está aqui a parte, não fez isso.
I think he's now speaking about. I asked him what should we do if we want to come back to power, and he said that we already in power or something like that. So we are winning and etc. So can you explain what he really want to say?
Well, he said we are already in power, but you see, according to the Bible, some prophets, they did prophesy certain things that they themselves could not explain. Okay? Now, when this elder said we are already in power, remember, my brother, your question was what we can do, what needs to be done for us to get our power back. So he told us we are already in power. You see? Now it is for us, me, you, and many others to understand that our time, it has already come for us to be restored, to be back where we were, back at the top. Yes, the time has already come. But how will we get back to the top if we do not have the knowledge? That's the problem, you see.
Yes. Ok.
Foi embora, não deixou pasta com ninguém. Mas para a verdade,
Aquele cristianismo. O cristianismo não fez nenhuma coisa na África, mas está a falar que nós devemos receber o cristianismo como nosso, mas nós não somos cristãos. É ali que está o problema, né? Todo mundo hoje está a saber que Jesus também nunca era um branco. E aquele nome Jesus também tipo nunca existia, é um nome que não se dá no povo. Jesus é tipo representante de Moanda, yeah? Nos Bangunza, tipo Bakimbango, Simão Toco. Na Revelação 1 está a revelação de Jesus Cristo, depois se fosse no 13 até 14 está escrito que tem cabelo branco.
Now I'm explaining.
Colorado yote zilesa vutu kusadzaya. Weye mindela abongele kintinu vena mokumene. Weye lukotele munuzine sinto nzambiza.
30 anos só que está faltando, depois aqui vai ficar cheio deles.
igual. Nzambi mundela tiveishi adiante. La guerra que enxiliava.
Foi fruto branco?
Misericórdia.
Eles não vieram para fazer aqui nenhuma coisa, só vieram para roubar e estragar. E isso eles fizeram em todos os lugares onde eles foram. Na China, foram na Índia, fizeram a mesma coisa, Austrália.
Now, can you explain a little bit here, this part here?
Yes,
Isso
I understood more
Somalia.
what the sister was asking our elder about how did we lose our power? How did we lose our power? What's happened in order the white man to take over our land and made us become his like subjects, his servants? But I did not quite clearly understand the answer. And took more the question.
I don't think he also can give an answer because he's always in this Christian perspective, you know. He have this Christian perspective, even if he have the knowledge from, he's an ancestor, he's a true ancestor. But I know that he have this Christian perspective, and it is like you mentioned before that we will lose. We will no more know who we was before, you know. So
exactly, that's what really happened to us.
and that's why they need also the knowledge that we have now learned here, you know, the things that we have learned here, that this is that what will bring them and give them more power, you know.
That's true. We need to be like together, you see. We need to create this bond again because we have more knowledge which was hidden, stolen from our ancestors, hidden like, you know, in diaspora, in one man's land or outside of our like chosen like given land. Our ancestors, our people back in Africa, yes, they have the help of the Spirit, the Mwanda, the Holy Spirit or the Spirit of the Father, the set apart Spirit, which enlightens them, but without them having the information that we do possess. We possess those information because our colonizers, they put them down in paper, they stole our culture, some even wrote books about our culture, and many of us, or not many, but some of us got the chance of reading about our history, but we read them what we hear in diaspora, meaning some of our people in Africa, they have certain parts of the knowledge, and we also have a certain part of the knowledge. So what we really need to do is to come together, share our knowledge, increase our knowledge. The Spirit of the Most High, set apart Spirit, in Peve, we shall be enlightened, and we shall be seeing like things clearer than we are seeing them now, which will help us, you know, to get back to where we were once we know who we were.
Yes.
ali de Ouija em todos os lugares, porque eles outros
Que lembrou o manteiga de branco com pau, quando dá um casqueiro, um bocado de casqueiro, vocês que é bora paz, isso é bora paz. Não sabemos o que está a fazer mais para nos aprofundar, fazer a cavidade do preto para fazer o sapato dele. Nós não sabíamos naquele tempo, mas hoje em dia, como já descobriu, está a agradecer e muito está pedindo Deus mesmo. Cada Deus onipotente tem misericórdia para nós todos, no mundo inteiro. Mas não sabe isso. Se já sabe isso, porque é algum que trouxe esse problema. É que nós consagramos todos. Nos dirigiu aqui a nossa terra, ele é nascido aqui a nossa terra. Não nasceu de Portugal, não nasceu da América, não nasceu no Brasil, não nasceu para onde lá nas províncias de Costo com ele, não. Veio aqui, ele nasceu aqui, também descobriu a tudo maneira de ser que Cristo é ele, mas foi inimigo dos brancos. inimigo do branco, e o nosso preto também, entrou nessa fita própria. Entrou no nosso fita para matar nossos patrões iguais. Porque ele deu um castelo, ele deu um borracho fadosa, levou na casa dele, deu um garrafa de vinho. Quando bebe, o preto está preto, como o nosso, está bem. O branco é boa. O branco que fez vinho é Deus. É aqui no sul.
Wow, this is the key. This is the
Maneira,
key.
está virado. Estamos agradecer, isso não é para extinguir. Não há ninguém que pode descobrir o segredo de Deus. Agora, porque o nosso sábio descobriu. Estava aí em missão de Bocó, onde que ele aprendeu a leitura.
Now, did you hear what he say?
Yes, I understood it said like, not quite clear, but I understood as it was saying, although they were being like tricked, they were, I think he mentioned a name, but I didn't get that name. He said
Simon Toko.
he was talking of a person that was born in Angola. He wasn't born in Brazil or any other place, but he was kind of like a revolutionary, trying to make people understand that white people in reality they are our enemies. However, I also heard as if some people have been bribed with some like wine, and you take that, then you're going to tell the people that no, white people are not bad, they are good.
Yes. Some traitors.
Yeah, some traitors. I mean, unfortunately, this traitor thing, I'm sorry to say, it has been in our DNA for some time. Just think of what happened between, Joseph and the brothers. See, they sold them, and I mean, we have to understand our history, and that Tanzania Mazulu will give us, a better guidance how we can help one another to understand who we are, and therefore go back in our lands and live according to the, according to our ancestors were living. We have to, well, it might not be easy, but we have to do hard work really, because you see, we have to relearn our culture, we have to relearn our way of praying, praising, worshiping our Creator. You see.
Wow, amazing.
Dia que ele queria de fazer mais uns missionários que saiu no militar na Inglaterra. Aquele que estava em contra da nossa comissário pastor. Tiraram no trabalho para que não fazer conhecer a gente.
No problem. He's speaking now about Simon Gutsaves Toku. Now, the message was clear, I think. And do you have something to put into this message, and so that tomorrow, next time, we can fix and do a part 2 of this, so that also some people, if they want, they can join us next time, if they have some knowledge about this and how to build again our kingdoms, and so that we can be united, etc. So the thing is now, you as an elder, yeah, you are not so old like him, but you also did you see something in your in that time that happens to you? Can you explain me some history that you know? Well, because you're living now here in Europe, but what kind of history has passed to you? What you know about this coming from the Christianity to Africa?
Well, thank you. You see, many of us, unless we start asking our biological fathers or mothers, aunties, things like this, we lose lots of information. Like they are like even like libraries. Now, personally, I did ask my mother certain questions about 5, 6 years ago when my father came for treatment in Germany, in Berlin. My mother came along. Now, I was having difficulties trying to convince my mother that we are the people of the book of the Bible. You see, now, my mother is a very big believer. Then I asked her a question. I said, "Mom, can you think of any sign or anything, any sign or wonder that's happened whilst you were either kids, teenagers in your villages? Anything that made you see the power of God?" Now, what my mother said to me, it was wonderful. My mother said, like, when they were growing up, they had this elder, a man was like maybe late 80s or 90s, very old man. This man was a very good man in my mother's village in Damba. Now, when this man died, he was, in advanced age. He died. Some were mourning, like crying his death. Some were celebrating because he was a very good man. He lived a good life and he lived many years. But something that happened was really strange. According to what my mother said, there came a very powerful wind. Okay? My mom said there came a very powerful wind. It's not a tornado that throws things away, no. A very powerful wind that was circling them, and that wind really took the dead body. That person did die, obviously. It took the dead body, he carried it in the air, and they ran chasing that body. He took it to, I would say, heaven, because that body never came down, and they never saw that body anymore. You see? Now, that thing is what my mom my mom explained to me after I did ask her so many questions, because I know we are the people of the book. I was convinced in my spirit, and I've seen some dreams as well, obviously. But I came also to understand that each time I was trying to speak to my mom or my father that, the people of the book were looking at me as if I was crazy. See, they are so, I don't know, they are so used to saying this Jesus, white Jesus, Jewish, white Jewish, therefore they are the people of the Bible. It could not be us. So when we're trying to tell them that we are the people of the book, they might think that we are crazy, but in reality, we are not, because the Bible says we will lose our identity. You see, it's all by the help of the Most High for us to remember who we are. Now, if your parents have lost the identity, how else can you remember who you are unless the Most High Almighty reveals Himself to you, to me, or to any other by dreams and visions and guiding us to the places where we can gather our information, all the information that talks about us. So really we have to pray, yes. Fast if needed, yes. Ask more information to the people, because our elders, they know one or two things that we don't know, and unless we ask them, they won't tell us. They won't just tell us, because we are really like people who have lost their identity.
Yeah, yeah. Like the real worship, yeah, from Tata Zambi. Yeah? If we go to the real worship, this is a complete another story. That's why I went to these villages, because I wanted to know about the real worship. I wanted to know about the real baptism. I wanted to know about the real spirit that we was invoking, and that's why I am quite a little bit different. But yeah, like you have said, that the most of our people does not know Yeah, even there in the cities and all them, they are only watching soaps and everything what is going around in Brazil and going around in Americas and all those things, but our history is completely forgotten. And
That's true. We have also entertainment which is distracting us. You see, we can't really. Well, I know we will, but not all of us have come to this truth yet. That's the battle we've got in our hands.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So, do you have another thing to tell us about the people that should go back and to the promised land, or do you have some ideas what the people should do?
Well, what we should do is number one thing is to believe. You see, not to be despair, not to dismay, to have this faith, because now that some of us do know who we are, we have to believe that we will get back to our promised land. Now, that belief is what will carry us. You see, we would like to, it's really like an encouragement in our hearts, in our spirits, and Most High will guide us. So we have to be, yes, longing to go home, yes, longing to know our history, praying a lot, being in tune with the Most High, so that Tanzania Mazulu reveals to us what to do and how to do. Because once we get the guidance from the heavens, our task will be much easier and we can see it.
Amazing. So, my brother, you can introduce yourself again. So, like we always say in the Congo, with our three times, you can introduce yourself again, and then we will close this for, for today. I say Matondo, my brother, for all the things, my brother, my father, yeah, and our elder. I hope we will see you again here with a better connection. You saw you came with a powerful message. That's why you can see everything is breaking down, because this is the key. You brought the key to us today, And even this elder there, this old man with his 115, or even can be even older, that man, and he have also really gave us a lot of inspiration today. So we have some more movies about him, because he have another movie where he's exactly explaining how to worship, because I have asked him, and yes, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. As you already said, Matondo, I mean, Nzambi, Kembo, Nzambi, Mazulu. Now, many people, although we know that we are the people of the book, many of us are still trying to learn Yiddish, or what everyone else calls Hebrew. Now, when you say Matondo, I'm filled with joy because it means thank you. However, you can also say Tonda. Tonda, it says thank you. Now, in Hebrew or Yiddish, or the language that these Jewish people speak, they say Toda, 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 means Tonda, without the N nasal sound, which shows again that it is our language that they've been speaking, but they've mixed it with different kind of, I don't know, dialects. However, we are the people of the book, and I am really grateful to you, Prophet, my brother, Mikhael, Massa, for the wonderful work you've been doing. And my brothers and my sisters, we shall never give up. You see, We shall never give up, and hopefully we will get a chance of seeing this video where our elder in Africa, obviously, was explaining how they were praying. We need to learn lots of things. Regardless of how much we know, regardless of how much information we do have in our possessions, we need to learn many other things. And when we get this opportunity of learning, please let us grab that opportunity, because the more you know, the better equipped you will be. Hallelujah. Salama, salama, salama.
Salama,
Oh,
brother.
my
Be
brothers.
blessed. It was amazing, amazing.
Hallelujah.
I will put the whole video again inside, because yes, I see the I see something is going on, but I have copied it in another way, so people can enjoy the video. I will show you that you will enjoy it, and thank you. And I think many people will have a lot of questions, and yes, we I hope we will see you again.
Thank you very much, my
Greetings to your family.
brother.
Dankeschön. You speak
Thank
all
you,
languages
brother.
too, right? You Kikongo, English, then you speak also French, right?
Yeah, I speak French, but I don't speak German. I only know a few words.
Yes,
German.
but you were spelling it nice. So and the other language was Lingala too.
Lingala and Kikongo, yeah, our languages, our
Yes.
Bantu languages.
Yes. Thank you very much. I
Okay,
see.
thanks, my brother. Auf
Auf
Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. See you.